think most of us tired of listening our favorite songs on YouTube with lots of advertisements. All of us desire to listen our favorite songs uninterrupted. At this point, Music Library is ready to save you from those problems. What is Music Library? Music Library is a huge library that contains millions of songs, albums, bands, and producers. We may think it's a social platform like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. because it allows the users create interaction between other users and with their friends. While you're doing that, you don't have to pay us anything. It's totally free because we want to reach all people who love listen to music. You can support your favorite bands or artists by using rate their songs. Also, Music Library keeps your data safely and based on previous policy so you can see what you listened recently. Why we created. In this globalized world, we thought there are not many music libraries. That was our main reason, and the other reasons that I already mentioned in the first paragraph. Music has a huge place in lots of our lives. Also, songs we listen shows our characteristics. Music maybe isn't vital, but songs help us to feel better. Today's world, people make less contact with each other. So, we want to provide more interaction between people by using music. We want to build bridge between people with using music power. By courtesy of Music Library, people who listen same genres or same songs can find each other. That is our main motivation source. If we can build bridges between people, we will achieve our aim. While creating it, we considered the possible requests of users we made Music Library mobile. We don't want to give users distress. Our users should listen their favorite songs anywhere they want.
Everyone, I am going to talk about normalization. Normalization is the process of parsing a table into subsets with fewer rows and columns to avoid duplication. Our goals in this project: ensuring data integrity, staying independent from practice, and increasing performance. Advantages of normalization: creating an efficient data structure, avoiding unnecessary data duplication, bringing data into a more understandable form, and providing fast search facilities. Normalization levels: as the form level increases, the data consistency is ensured and data duplication decreases. So we upgraded our project up to 3NF level and ensured data consistency. Our UNF table, we have 43 attributes in total. There are data that should be in a music library or a song information. However, there are repetitive data in this table, and that's why it's very complex. It's very difficult and inefficient to analyze data only with this table, as you can see. Our TNF table, we divided our UNF table into 7 parts. These are album, artist, song, studio, user, admin, rating, also album, artist, song, studio, as you can see. And duplicate data has been removed like that. Data integrity of each section was ensured. UNF to 3NF, as a result, passing from UNF to 3NF, duplicate groups have been removed, partial dependencies have been removed, and indirect dependencies have been removed.
Hi guys, I'm Ali Gözceylan and I'm going to introduce our ER diagram of our project. And let's start with artist column. Artist, we have a artist ID as a primary key and other attributes. And we have a artist album relationship and it is 1 to 0 to many. One artist can have 0 or more albums, but album had to be done by just one artist. And artist song, one artist can do many songs or one song, uh, but also many artists, two artists, three artists can do a one song or many songs. It's called feat. Let's go with album. Album had to be done by one studio, but one studio can do different many albums, so it's one to many relationship. Albums and song can be a single or EP, so it doesn't need to be in album, so it's zero. uh, to many, what's many? Two or three album can have the same song in it. It's maybe best of, it's the best of artists. It's maybe weekend, best of weekend, best of MFÖ. Uh, so yeah, also one album has many songs. It is many to many, but zero and one to many. Uh, and let's go with song. We have explained two of them. Song and rating. One song has a lot of ratings, so but ratings, uh, one rating has to be one song, so one to many relationship. User and rating relationship is one user can rate a lot of different songs, so one to many relationship, but one rating can only has a one user. So that is it. That's all our ER diagram.
Hello everyone, I'm Berkay Kaptan and today I'm going to talk about tables of our database music library. We have total 9 tables. One of them is view of the UNF, one of them is the UNF of the table, UNF of the our database. Also we have 66 rows for our database. First table I want to talk about is artist table, which contains data of all singers and bands in the database. We kept the artist name, artist country, artist genre, album number, and total songs of that artist. Also, we can think about artist name as a band name. Also, we have total followers, which we will discuss in user table. The other part I want to mention is his song part. Uh, if I put myself in user shoes and I assume I didn't know anything about that artist, I can start to listen that artist from his song. So I can have an opinion about that artist. Next table I want to talk about is album table. Album table we have primary key as a album ID and artist ID. They both are primary key. And we have foreign key, artist ID and studio ID. Album table contains the data of all albums of the certain artist in the database. It keeps the information of the album title, album songs number, and album release date, which will be more usable when we add sorting ability to music library. User will sort by year when we add it. Next table is song table. In song table we have again both primary key, song ID and album ID, and also album ID is foreign key too. An album can have one to many songs in it. Furthermore, an artist can have zero to many songs, which means artists can have albums which contain songs or can have singles. We make song ID and album ID both primary key, so it allows to hold song which name is the same with another song in our database. The song table keeps the information of the song title, artist name, how many views of song has, and genre of the song and the rate of the song. We have studio table, but in my opinion there is nothing much to talk about studio table, so I'm going to continue with user table. In user table, we hold general information of users. User admin is the primary key, is obvious. In the most important part of the user table of the details of how many users of or artists the user following and how many followers does the user have. Yes. So in this ability you can see what is your friends following or followers. Last table I want to mention about is rating table. Rate ID is primary key and user ID and song ID are our foreign keys. In this table we hold the rate of the song which is given by users. We think rating is an important to see which songs are more liked by users. So it's important table in our database. That's all I want to talk about now. Now we can see interface parts and user request part.
Hi everyone, I'm Mustafa Bulut. I will talk about our music library user interface. This is our homepage. We click the Explore button. It directs us to login and register page because we are not yet logged in. Here is our login part. If we are not a member, we can easily register by filling out the necessary information in this section. I have an account and I will log in. After the login, let's go to the song page. This is our playlist. We can easily listen these music we want by clicking that play button like this.
Ey ahali, zombi mahali, birbirimizi
And this is some information about the song, like album name and listening rate or duration, and we can easily share the song about some platforms. And this is artist page. We can easily get some information about these artists. Information like country, genre, total followers, and hit song. And this is our album page, and there are some information about these albums. And this is genres page. Some genres available in music library like classical music, alternative music, or Turkish art, pop, rock, electronic music. And users can easily rate these genres. And this is about us page. There are some information about music library, and this is contact us page. Users can contact us by filling in the necessary information and easily contact with us. And now I'm searching some artists like adamlar. And some songs found and we can easily listen these music and like this. will talk about admin panel and dashboard. This is our music library admin control panel and dashboard. There are some albums in here, you can see, and I will show how to add new album and new artist and new song, and how to edit album, song and artist. And I clicked this button, and there are some options in this page, like create album, create single, and create new artist. And I want to create new artist. I'm clicking this create artist button, and I should fill some information in this part, like artist name, artist genre, and other artist information. Then I filled this part. I I'm clicking save button, and I create new artist, and I'll show how to edit song. This is our songs page, and you can see this edit song button, and I'll click the edit song button, and admin control page is opening, and there are some information about the song, and I can easily change the song name and other song information. And this is our remove part, and I can easily remove album and artists or songs in music library. And I'll click the remove button, and this page is opening, and I can easily remove the Adamlar Dünya Günlükleri album from here, and I can easily add new song from the add tracks button, and I can easily edit the album information. Now my friend Fatih is going to talk about a music library user requirements part.
Hi everyone, my name is Fatih and I'm going to talk about expansion requests. Customer wanted the user put songs in specific genres and rate songs. So we first created the user and admin table, and then we made the necessary relationship between tables. We granted admin for the necessary permissions. Here is all of admin's permissions. Then we wanted to keep users' rates in user table, but that would violate the rules of normalization, so we created rating table and associated with user and song tables. But we had encountered another problem when we tried to make composite primary key out of two foreign keys. So we solved it by giving rate ID to the rate table. And second request was customer also wanted to have the same song on multiple albums, and the same song can have more than one artist. We figure out having the same song on multiple albums problem by making song ID and album ID composite keys. As you can see here, Zombie is in different albums. And multiple artists can sing only one song. We did that by giving album ID, artist ID, composite keys. Now for the user interface portion, customer had 5 requests. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. We don't want to let front and do the database work. So first request for the user interface was listing all songs by a certain artist and on what album it appears. This is handled by the following query. And the second one was getting a list of genres and average rating of songs in the genre. We handled that by this query. And the third one was changing name of a song. Before we said that we gave necessary permissions to the admin. An example would be this following code right here. And the fourth request was adding a new artist. An example in the following codes right here. And the fifth request will be explained by my friend Berkay.
I want to show the last request with examples. Last request was removing an album and all songs on it. In order to do that, we need to consider two things. First, we need to remove an album, then we need to remove all songs associated with removed album from songs table. This tells us deleting row from parent table and deleting matching rows in child table, which is done by cascade reserved word. And we did this part with the following query. If I want to delete album ID 5, Joshua 1, and songs on it, let me show this. I'll already copy my code. Album ID 5, which one is Joshua. Click go. It's deleted from album table. Now check the song table. You can see there's no song with album ID 5. We deleted. That's all I want to show. Thanks for